So we are at type 3 application of matrices for solving system of linear equations. Now whenever linear equations comes into the mind, all of us know about the methods which we have seen in standard 10 as well as 11. So what was the first method, if you are remembering, was solving equations simultaneously. That was the first method we have seen. The second one what we have seen in standard 11 was the Cramer's rule. But here in standard 12, the syllables of matrices, we have a much more easier method than what we have seen in the earlier part. So by this method we can solve questions, we can solve linear equations with 3 variables as well as with the 2 variables. So this is the way we are going to approach that. So there are 2 methods over here for application of matrices for solving system of linear equation. So there are 2 methods basically. Method number 1. This method number 1 is called as a matrix inversion method. This is called matrix inversion method. Now what is a matrix inversion method? So let us consider there are 3 equations over here as a1x plus b1y plus c1z equals to d1, and say a2x plus b2y plus c2z which is equal to d2, and the third equation is say a3x plus b3y plus c3z equals to say d3. So how are we going to find out the equation for this? So there are some steps which I have created in my case study. Let us go to them. So steps. So whenever this such a type of 3 equations are there, and if examiner asks you to get xyz by matrix inversion method, so there are some steps. Step number 1, first you consider 3 matrices. So what are the 3 matrices are? The first one is matrix A, which having elements A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, and A3, B3. Then you consider matrix X. So X is equals to X, Y, Z. Then you take matrix B, which is equals to D1, D2 and D3. So you always consider 3 matrices like this, like A, X and B. Now after that, step number 2 is to find a inverse. Now here you can find out A inverse by the method which you are comfortable. Suggestions and syllables, limitation and scope of syllables suggest ERT, elementary row transformation. Then by ECT, elementary column transformation, or by student friendly adjoint method. So you approach by any one of them but find A inverse. Then and the last step number 3, you use relation. So what is the relation? AX is equals to B. So pre-multiplying the equation by A inverse, that is A inverse into A into X equal to A inverse into B. This is I into X equal to A inverse into B. Now all of us know that I into X can be written as a X again. A inverse is the original matrix which is of the order say 3 cross 3. B is the matrix which is of order 3 cross 1. And with this I get the matrix X. Say all of us know that it is say X, Y, Z, which is of order. Now on this multiplication say I get alpha, beta and gamma, which is of order 3 cross 1. And definitely on comparison we get X equals to alpha, Y equals to beta and Z is equals to gamma. So that's what we have a whole scenario. So understand the question, application of matrices For solving linear equations, method 1 under that we have seen was matrix inversion method. How we solve that? We first consider three matrices, find A inverse by any of the method, use relation, pre-multiply by A inverse, and then what we get is a value of x. So that's what you the whole process. So this is the first question on solve the equations by matrix inversion method. So how are we going to apply the process? So there are two equations I have, and definitely you can apply it for the three equations also. So the method remain unchanged. Things can be keep on changing, but method remain unchanged. Just follow the case study part. So see how I'm going to approach this. First of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down these equations as it is. So solution. So what are these given equations are? X plus 2y equals to 2, 2x plus 3y equals to 3. Then let us consider first matrix A, which is 1, 2, 2 and 3. Then we'll take a matrix X as x comma y. There is a matrix B, which is say 2 comma 3. Now after consideration of the matrices, we are going to find out A inverse. That is step number 2. We will first find out determinant A, which is 1, 2, 2 and 3. So this is going to be 3 minus 4, so which is minus 1, and it is 100% not equals to 0. If that is the case, I must say that A is a non-singular matrix. If that is the case, then I must say that A inverse exists. Now, as we discuss in case study, you can use ERT, ECT, your choice. I'm going to use ERT. So by using relation, now I'm approaching to find out the A inverse. Okay. So what is the relation? Say A into A inverse equal to identity matrix. So what is the matrix A? 1, 2, 2, 3 into A inverse equal to. Now what is the identity matrix? So identity matrix will be say 1, 1, 0, 0. Let's apply. R2 change to R2 minus 2 times of R1. In this case, R1 remain unchanged. I'll keep as it is 1, 0. Now R2 minus 2 R1, so that will be 0. 3 minus 2 2s, so that will be minus 1. R2 0 minus 2 times, it will be minus 2. R2 1 minus 2 into 0, so that will be 1 again. Now I can make this as 1. Now how I can make this as 1? I can perform the operation R2 change to minus 1 times of R2, and what I get is 1, 2, 0, 1 into A inverse, which is equals to 1, 0, 2, minus 1. Now with respect to 1, we have to turn this to 0. How I can do that? R1 change to R1 minus 2 times of R2. So 1 0 0 1. Now R1, that will be 1 minus 2 times of R2. So R1 minus 2 times of R2, that will be a 1 minus 2 into 2, that will be minus 3. 0 minus 2, that will be 2, then 2n minus 1 as it is. Now I can see that now if you observe carefully, this is exactly the inverse of a matrix what we got. Now I can just mention over here as the original matrix I into A inverse equal to minus 3 to 2 minus 1. So A inverse is equal to now that is what got A inverse, but now the last step actually. Now use the relation. So what is the relation? AX equal to B. You pre-multiply by A inverse. If you pre-multiply by A inverse, what you get is A inverse into A into X equal to A inverse into B. Now what is A inverse into A is identity matrix into X equal to A inverse. Now we just got A inverse minus 3 2 2 minus 1 into matrix B, that is equal to 2 and 3. Now I into X will be X again. Minus 3 into 2 will be minus 6. 2 into 3, that will be 6. 2 2s are, that will be 4 minus 3. So what is the matrix X originally? Matrix X was small x comma y, which is equal to 0 comma 1, and that's what we on comparing we get x equals to 0 and y equals to 1. This is the matrix inversion method for you. We'll have a quick recap of method. So what is the question? Solve the following equations by inversion method. मैट्रिक्स का एक बहुत अच्छा बात है कि मैट्रिक्स में आपको कोई गैस वर्क ऐसा नहीं करना पड़ता है, जो मेथड है वो दिया होता है, तो मेथडोलॉजी पता हो. जो माइट बी मैथमेटिक्स 2 में थोड़ा एंट्री करेगी, जिसका हम कैलकुलस सेक्शन कहते हैं, तो वहाँ टाइप रिकॉग्नाइज करना कभी कभार थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है. बट यहाँ आपको मैट्रिसेस सेक्शन में ही तकलीफ नहीं मिलेगी, बहुत आसान है. तो पहले मैंने स्टेप को फॉलो किया, ए एक्स बी लिख लिया, डिटर्मिनेंट आया हुआ है, नॉन सिंगुलर नॉन ज़ीरो है, ए इनवर्स एग्जिस्ट करता है. ERT का इस्तेमाल करके आपके सामने मेथड को फॉलो कराया हुआ है. यूज रिलेशन, लास्ट स्टेप नंबर 3, AX इक्वल टू बी, प्री मल्टीप्लाई बाई ए इनवर्स A is equal to I. All of us know this very well, which is equal to A inverse into B. Now A inverse is there with you. b is there with you, मल्टीप्लिकेशन किया हमने x y और कंपेयर करके x 0 और y बनाया, मैट्रिक्स इन्वर्जन मेथड. Not so easy, but anyways, let's go to the next section, next part. So next method is method 2, that's called reduction method. So once again, reduction method is a useful concept for finding linear equations with two variables x, y or with three variables x, y and z. So method of reduction is a bit different from the inversion method and quite easy also. So in the original case study I have given one question also solved with them so that you can refer, but here also we are going to solve question, and with this our whole matrices gets over with the method of reduction. So it's the last section from it's a section of matrices. So what has been given, once again let us consider three equations with us, like a1x, b1y, c1z equal to d1, a2x, b2y, c2z equal to d2, a3x. Now I can take the example of 2 cross 2, but you can take example, any example, method remain unchanged, whether it's a 2 variables or 3 variables. So what is the first step? Number 1, you consider matrix A. Then matrix X, and then matrix B. Then you use relation AX equals to B. You perform elementary row transformation, and that is matrix A on the LHS to the UTM. So what's the UTM? Upper triangular matrix. Once you convert it to upper triangular matrix, now what is the upper triangular matrix? A matrix in which elements below diagonal are 0. Then you perform multiplication on the LHS, equate them and solve the equation. So this is something very important. I'll just like to show you upper triangular matrix का working. अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स ऐसा मैट्रिक्स होता है जिसके एलिमेंट्स बिलो डायगोनल 0 होते हैं. अब ऊपर के एलिमेंट 0 हो या ना हो हमको नहीं पता, डायगोनल के एलिमेंट 0 हो या नहीं हो हमको नहीं पता, बट एलिमेंट्स बिलो डायगोनल मस्ट बी 0. ऐसे मैट्रिक्स को कहा जाता है अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स. सो बहुत सिंपल केस स्टडी है रिडक्शन मेथड की, एक बार देख ले. हम सम की शुरुआत करते हैं. सो वी हैव फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन विद अस अंडर रिडक्शन मेथड. Solve the following equations by reduction method. There are two questions are there, or two equations are there. I consider first as A, second as X and next as B. Now let us start the process. Process की शुरुआत करते हैं. तो सबसे पहले ये तीनों के साथ हम शुरू करते हैं एक रिलेशन जो हमको दिया हुआ है. So use relation. जी क्या रिलेशन है वो रिलेशन है AX equal to B. ए है आपका 2 1 3 5, एक्स है आपका x, y, बी है आपका 5, -3. और मेथड क्या कहता है? मेथड कहता है कि यूटीएम लेके आना है अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स. व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स? एलिमेंट्स इन विच matrix in which elements below diagonal are 0 are called as an upper triangular matrix. देखिए कैसे मैं ऑपरेशन करने वाला हूँ. सबसे पहले R2 change to R2 minus R1. So if I do the R2 minus R1, 2 1, 3 minus 2, that will be 1, 5 minus 1, that will be 4. Minus 3 minus 5 will be minus 8. Next. Now R1 interchange with R2. So we get 1 4 2 1 x comma y minus 8 5. Now R2 change to R2 minus 2 R1. So if I do so, I get this as 0. R2 1 minus 2 times, that is minus 7. Now R2, that will be 5 minus 2 times of minus 8. So 5 plus 16 will be 21. And yes, it has converted to upper triangular matrix. So what is step number 3? Perform multiplication on LHS. 1 into x plus 4 into y minus 7y equal to minus 8 and 21. So on equating both the sides, so we get x plus 4y equals to minus 8. We get minus 7y equal to 21. We get y equals to minus 3, which I'm going to substitute here. So x is equal to 12 minus 8, and this shows x is equal to 4. So that's what the answer we have by reduction method. I hope it is much more easier than matrix inversion method, but you have to follow the restrictions and the instructions of examiner to solve the following method by reduction method. See, method is in front of you. How to work on that? First, write down like inversion method itself. Write a value of ax and b. Use relation ax equal to b. So on applying relation, we come across this. Converting in the UTM. See, the transformations, row transformations cannot be revised. As we discussed earlier also in the inverse matrix, inverse method. I not mean to say matrix inversion method. I mean to say when we have actually got the inverse of a matrix, the transformation can differ. Transformation different हो सकते हैं, और आंसर कभी भी डिफरेंट नहीं होना चाहिए. तो वैसे ही यहाँ जब ये जो यूटीएम लाने के लिए जो मेथड इस्तेमाल किया हुआ है, कुछ बच्चे बहुत ही फास्ट फॉर्म में इसको लेके आके इन्वर्जन लेके आ जाते हैं, एक स्टेप में लेके आ जाते हैं. तो वो थोड़े प्रैक्टिस के बाद आप भी ज़रूर कर पाएंगे. बट जो मुझे सबसे सिंपल लगा विद्यार्थीगण के लिए, वो मैंने आपको बताने की कोशिश की है. हम अगले क्वेश्चन पर जाते हैं, रिडक्शन का. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग थ्री XYZ वेरिएबल क्वेश्चन टेकन अ वर्ड प्रॉब्लम. सो वर्ड प्रॉब्लम का जो है वो भी सॉल्व हो जाएगा, और ये 3 वेरिएबल्स वाला क्वेश्चन है तो दोनों एक साथ सॉल्व हो जाएंगे. सो व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन? If 3 numbers are added, their sum is 2. If 2 times the second number is subtracted. Anyways, what we'll do, instead of reading that, first let us consider 3 numbers. Let x, y and z be 3 numbers. Now, if 3 numbers are added, their sum is 2. So as per first condition, x plus y plus z equal to 2. Let this be number 1. Now the second condition, if 2 times the second number is subtracted from the sum of first and third, we get 8. 2 times the second number. So what will be the 2 times of the second number is 2y. 2 times the second number is subtracted from the sum of first and third. So what will be the sum of first and third? X plus z. इनमें से सब्ट्रैक्ट किया तो हमें क्या मिला हुआ है? 8. थोड़ा रीअरेंज कर लेते हैं. x minus 2y plus z equal to 8, which is equal to number 2. And if 3 times the first number is added to the sum of second and third number, 3 times the first number, so 3 times first number क्या होगा? X is added to the sum of second and the third, we get answer as 4. Then what is the value of x, y and z? So normally 3 equations are given. So here we got to the channel word problem. Let's start first. Matrix A will be 1 1 1. I'm getting this matrix from equations actually. 1 minus 2 1 and 3 1 1. Then there is a matrix X which is equals to x y z. We are getting matrix B which is 2 8 4. Now use relation. Don't forget we have to convert matrix A, which is on left hand side, to the UTM. So what is the UTM? Upper triangular matrix, which is 1 1 1 1 minus 2 1 and 3 1 1 into x, that is equals to x y z into matrix B, that is 2 8 4. Now how I am going to convert this to UTM? The first I can make it 0 by the operation R2 change to R2 minus R1 and R3 change to R3 minus 3R1. So what is the operation we get? Definitely R1 remain unchanged. 1 minus 1 will be 0. Minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. 1 minus 1 will be 0. This will be 0. 1 minus 3 times, that will be minus 2. 1 minus 3 times, that will be minus 2. R2 minus R1, 8 minus 2 will be 6. And 4 minus 3 times, so 4 minus 6, that will be minus 2. Let's go ahead. Now you have to make a UTM. So see, next operation what I'm going to do here, I'm going to convert this all negative sign into the positive form. See how. R2 change to minus 1 times of R2 and R3 change to minus 1 time of R3. We get this as 1 1 1 0 3 0 0 2 2 1 Now R2 change to R2 minus R3. So we get 0 minus 0, 3 minus 2 is 1, 0 minus 2 is minus 2. R2 minus R3, so minus 6, minus 2, minus 8, and this will be 2. And now we can make this is very easily 0 because we got a 1 obtained here. If I have seen inverse properly, there should not be a problem with this question. So R3 change to R3 minus 2 times of R2. Two minus minus, that will be 0. 2 minus of minus 2, 2, that is 6. R3, that is 2, minus 2 times of minus 8. And yes, we got a UTM on the left hand side. So once we got a UTM on the left hand side, 1 into x, 1 into y, 1 into z, 0 into x, y minus 2z, 0 into x, 0 into y, 6 times of z, so on comparing both sides, x plus y plus z equal to 2, y minus 2z equal to minus 8, and 6z equals to 18. This gives me the value. First is z equals to 3. Now we're going to substitute z over here. So y equals to minus 2, and all these values over here, y minus 2, z3, we get x is equal to 1. So 1 minus 2, 3 will definitely satisfying this particular all three equations. So this is our reduction method, x equal to 1, y equal to minus 2, and z equals to 3. So friends, here our whole topic of matrices also gets in. So if you are remembering, the first type was only concept of transformation. Type 2 was inverse by 3 different methods, was ERT, ECT, and adjoint. And then we have seen type 3 where 2 different methods are there. One is a matrix inversion method, and the second is after matrix inversion method, reduction method is there. So you have to be dependent on the instruction of examiner what to do. I hope the topic is clear. So from textbook there are many questions included in that. Try to solve them, and if difficulties, get it solved. Thank you, stay tuned. So next topic which will be starting now, if you observe the tally from the mathematics 1, we are finished with the logic, we are finished with the matrices, we are finished with the trig function, we are finished with the pair of straight line, and we are finished with the linear programming problem. So now we are left with the section of vectors, line and plane. So I mean to say, today onwards itself I'll be starting with the topic of vectors. So you have to be very careful with that, very interesting and huge section, and something connections are there with your 11th science physics. So read that, but case study has been given. Okay, read it carefully, there will be no problem for solving at least. Stay tuned. Thank you, students.